Welcome to the podcast for Brain and Courtlin in the morning on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Cedar Rapids, number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Ain't no love in Oklahoma from Luke Combs. Good morning, it's Brain and Courtlin. Welcome into a Wednesday morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's your last day of work this week.
It is. It's a big day at the Brain House today. 25 years of marriage. Holly and I celebrating today.
And how are you celebrating?
Like we do every weekday, by catering to the whims of our children.
You were a little heated about your kids yesterday before we went to listener lunch.
Well, listen.
I could hear you in your office, which is right next to the studio. The door was shut in here, by the way.
Yeah.
But I could hear you yelling at your kids on the phone.
Yeah, yesterday was one kid.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to sort them out or single them out on the air because some days it's different kids.
What does it rhyme with?
Well, Schmarley. Anyway. No, but listen, teenage girls, man, it's hard. And I get
I was one, I understand.
You know very well. Your mother can attest that raising a teenage daughter at times is very difficult.
Especially two at the same time.
I've got two. I know. But then, just to prove that 20-year-old boys can be a handful.
Oh, no.
I got a story about Chase I'll tell later this hour, and it's a beaut.
Is he going to approve that you tell
I told
story?
him I was telling it.
Oh, okay.
I said, just so you know, you're on air tomorrow. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Well, nobody that he knows is up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's just it. I told him it'd be real early. So anyway, listen, sometimes the joys of parenting, and by joys I mean burdens, all sometimes seem to pile up. Like it seems like there's one thing after another, and at some point you're like, can I just go a day without having drama? And I'm hoping today's that day.
Okay, well, I have some good news for you.
Yeah, what's going on?
I remembered to bring in your birthday gift from my mother.
Well, a big thank you to your mom. She obviously did not have to do that.
Well, wait until you see the gift.
Okay, all right. Either way.
I don't know how we're going to talk about it on the air because
okay,
I know there's a joke associated with it.
Well, okay.
Not going to be appropriate.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can find a way to describe that so it meets the rigorous broadcast standards we have here at K-Hawk Radio.
We'll see.
Also, I am a little concerned about something else we're doing, and that is we're doing a taste test of a trending sandwich.
Yes, a 3-ingredient sandwich that is supposedly trending on, I think, TikTok, because where else?
Yeah, of course.
And so I brought all the ingredients in today, and I'm going to make us this particular sandwich. And it has an ingredient that both of us don't like.
Oh, no.
So I don't think we're going to enjoy it. But I'm curious. We'll see.
I'm not real hopeful. I'm not real hopeful. So, wow, what a great last day at work. I get a taste test that you don't think we're going to like.
We're going to make you suffer.
Thank you.
Just a little bit.
It's Brain and Courtlin on 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Young Love and Saturday Nights from Chris Young. It's Brain and Courtlin. Happy Wednesday.
Old Love and Wednesday morning.
Yeah, that's the theme of today's show. However, the theme for your show could be new love and 30 grand. I don't know. I mean, listen.
You know what? You can buy somebody's love with 30 grand.
Think how much more attractive you'll be if you have $30,000.
Forget it working on yourself.
Yes.
Just get some money. It works for everybody.
Whiten your teeth. Get your hair plugs in. 30 grand can make it happen. That's right.
Don't come to us for relationship advice.
No. The cash cow. We got your first code coming up at 8:20. And, we kid because we don't care what you spend the money on, whether it's bills, whether it's a vacation, whether it's a car. Man, it's up to you.
As long as it's legal, then we are supportive.
Okay, that's true. Probably should say as long as it's legal. Yes, your first code coming up with us at 8:20. Codes every weekday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. The more you enter, the better your odds of winning $30,000 to make yourself attractive. It's Brain and Courtlin at K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Chris Jansen and Good Vibes. Brain and Courtlin, good morning. Welcome to a Wednesday. So, yes, I told Chase I was going to tell this story. It's happening. Here we go. Last night, I came home from running some errands, and Holly and Carly were then going to meet me and go grab some food. Kaylee was up at the high school watching the high school volleyball match, and Chase was at home. Chase had already gotten himself food. He was not involved in said food picture. So I pull in the driveway, Holly and Carly come out, and they go ahead and they lock the door behind them because Chase is home already, and we go on our merry way. And it's about a half an hour later where Carly gets a phone call, and she's like, Dad, it's Chase. And I go, why? What's up? So Carly hands me her phone, and Chase says, hey, thanks a lot. And I go, what? What do you mean thanks a lot? He goes, I was outside mowing the backyard, and you guys left and you locked me out of the house. And I go, I didn't know you were mowing the backyard.
You couldn't hear it?
Well, I was in the car. And then Holly and Carly came out of the house. I didn't know. I asked him to please mow the backyard. Very rarely does he do what I ask.
So really, it's his fault.
No.
If you really think about it.
No. What's coming next is his fault.
Oh, no.
So, obviously, Chase is trapped outdoors. He doesn't have his phone with him outside.
But
sometimes he'll have it with him.
The weather's beautiful, though.
It is. And so I go, well, buddy, how did you get back in the house? He goes, well, let me tell you what I did first.
Oh, no.
He goes, at first I sat on the porch and contemplated what my choices were. Then he goes, I got my bike and took a bike ride around the neighborhood hoping you'd come home. You didn't. I go, what did you do next? He goes, I went and got a box cutter and I cut the screen out of one of the windows.
Oh, my God.
And I crawled back in the house. I went, excuse me?
What?
He goes, I got a box cutter and I cut a nice hole in the screen and I crawled in the house.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, this is just not happening.
We were just going to get food, and now we have to pay for a new screen for our window.
Which, let me tell you this. At first, I thought he was going to tell me he broke a window to get in the house, and then I would have been really upset because that's not cheap. Repairing a screen isn't going to be that bad.
No, but couldn't he have taken the whole screen off?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yes. Pretty sure.
Isn't that like a separate thing you can remove?
Pretty sure if you know that, he should know that. Oh, goodness gracious.
See, but you also learned a lesson, and that's how easy it is to break into your house because your windows are locked.
Well, yeah, I get that, but it's like, A, he was home, but B, at night, obviously, we shut up the windows and make sure they're secure, but God, that's crazy, isn't it? I got a box cutter. And I cut my way in the house.
Instead of just trying to pop the screen out like a normal person, I decided to destroy it.
Like a normal person breaking into their own house. You couldn't just pop off the screen and wait for me to get home. Anyway, that's what I'm dealing with today.
Where did you go eat? Was it worth it?
No, it's never worth it, Courtlin. Anyway, Brandon Courtlin on K-Hawk. New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. And this is My Dirt from Justin Moore. Good morning. It's Brandon Courtlin. Welcome into a Wednesday.
This is my dirt.
Oh, yeah. You got dirt over there, all right. So, my 50th birthday is coming up on Monday. October 7th is my actual birthday. Of course, if you didn't hear, Courtlin and my wife, Holly, and some other friends completely surprised me with a birthday party and party bus last Friday night, which was a blast. But then Courtlin says, hey, when my mom was back the weekend before, she apparently brought a bit of a gift that she would like to have me open here on the air today.
Yeah, she's been bothering me about it ever since. She's like, when are you going to give it to him? When are you going to give it to him? I said, tomorrow, because it's the last day we work together before your birthday.
Yep.
I'm actually gone Monday and Tuesday because I have a wedding to go to in Michigan this weekend, and you're gone the next couple of days just for funsies.
Yes, I am.
So she said that this package came the night before she was set to leave.
Oh, it was meant to be.
So she said, I'm so happy that you can give it to him before his birthday. So here we go. Here's the bag.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, now. You mentioned that this might not be something I can immediately reveal on the air.
Well, we can. We'll
work our way around it.
We'll figure it out.
Boy,
I haven't seen it yet, but she told me what it was.
Okay. Yeah. For those of you who don't know how radio works, we don't have censors. This is live radio. There's no delay. All right. So. Okay. So I can tell you right now they're golf balls.
Yes, they are.
I can say that, can't I?
I don't know. Maybe.
So,
If you describe it in the context of golf balls.
Oh, this is okay. This is great. Dawn, you outdid yourself here. Can I call her that? I can't just call her Courtlin's mom.
You can. I mean, yeah. You can refer to her as her name.
They are golf balls, and many times when you golf, people will have customized golf balls. And so now I can say I do, because on the golf balls, it says Ryan's 50-year-old balls. And that might be the dirtiest thing I've ever said on K-Hawk. But it's not, because look.
They're on golf balls.
They're on golf balls. Thank you.
And it's perfect because you're going golfing on Friday, are you not?
I am going golfing on Friday with a couple of friends. And yes, these will be.
You have to use them.
I cannot wait to tee off and lose these.
Okay,
several
well,
of these on Friday.
You know, save a few so you don't lose them.
Yeah,
permanently.
Are you telling me I need to?
I just want to. I want to see the face of the person who finds those later on.
You know what will go flying off, and then someone will be hunting for golf balls out at Hunter's Ridge one day and be like, "Hey, I think I find one of Ryan's 50-year-old balls over here. I got one."
She was very proud of those.
That is well done. That is a great gift. So
now,
thank
I
you
would
so
like
much.
I would like to clarify that I did not get you a gift for your birthday because
oh my God,
the party bus
did.
with the surprise party was your gift.
You don't have to yeah, guess what? My wife's not getting me Jack either, because you guys went in on an amazing party bus. That was so much fun. So thank you to Courtlin's mom. That's awesome. Can't wait to use my shiny new balls when I go golfing on Friday.
No, they're old.
Oh, that's true.
Your shiny old balls.
Okay, we got to stop right now. This is getting really weird really quick. It's Brady and Courtlin. Our viral sandwich taste test is coming up at 6:30.
I got to go prepare it. So.
Oh, she's going to go make the sandwiches right now.
I got to chop some stuff.
I'm not even going to go out there and look. We're 98.1. Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Heartache on the dance floor from John Party. It could be heartburn in the studio here as it's Brady and Courtlin on a Wednesday morning.
Ooh, my fingers smell now.
Oh God, Courtlin has made us a sandwich. It's been going viral. I haven't seen this. You said you saw it on TikTok.
Okay, so I actually saw an article that was written about a TikTok that was done a while back, and this is a sandwich that apparently was featured in a cookbook from 1909. Oh. And it was 400 types of sandwiches. And a lot of people, according to this article, remember eating this when they were a kid. And so it's very nostalgic for people, especially who grew up in the South. And as soon as I saw the sandwich, I said, we should try that and see how it is. So I'm going to give you I tried to make it look as pretty as possible, but I'm going to hand this to you.
Okay, I don't know what this is.
Be careful with it.
All right, I'm just going to set it down because right now I really can't tell what's in there.
Okay, well, you could smell the tips of my fingers if you would like.
That is something I don't ever want to be asked again.
They smell like green olives.
Hi, Brain, would you care to smell the tips of my fingers? No, I would not. Thank you.
Yeah, green olives are very potent.
And yeah, they
are. This sandwich is called the green olive and cream cheese sandwich. And it's 3 simple ingredients. You take white bread.
Yeah.
You put cream cheese on it, and then you chop up green olives without the pimentos. So that's what was taking me so long over there. I was having to chop up the green onions and take the pimentos out of each one. They also recommend cutting the crust off of the sandwich. Now, I remember you telling me a story about when your wife was pregnant.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
And she ordered a pizza that was just completely covered in green olives.
I didn't have any.
No, you didn't.
No.
And so I'm not a fan of green olives.
I mean, they're not my most hated food, but yeah, I prefer like when I have black olives, like on pizza or even on sandwiches sometimes too.
Green olives and black olives are very different. And it was funny because I was telling my mom about this on the phone last night, and she said, that sounds amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she thinks this sounds good.
Okay.
If you like green olives, chances are you're going to like a green olive and cream cheese sandwich. So,
okay, so if anybody out there has had this,
I bet
their
people
lifetime,
have. Yeah,
100% I agree.
A lot of people in the article were saying they used to eat it at like their grandparents' house.
Let us know. Message us on the K-Hawk app this morning.
Are you ready?
About your green olive and cream cheese sandwich. Yeah, I can't wait.
And
Courtlin.
some people add different things to it, like Worcestershire sauce and garlic salt and black pepper.
If you really want to dress it up, I guess.
I just tried to be very basic with it.
I'm just going to take a small bite here.
Okay. You're supposed to take a big bite.
That was not as small a bite as I wanted to.
Nope. Mm-mm. Don't like it.
Oh, it's so salty.
It is very salty.
It's so salty.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be reaching for this.
No, thank you.
No.
Okay.
However, I will say that, excuse me, this is great radio, by the way. I will say this, if you're a green olive fan, then obviously this is for you, right? I mean, because cream cheese goes good with everything.
Yeah.
So
I would just eat a cream cheese sandwich.
In
fact, I'm not going to lie to you. I ate a spoonful of cream cheese while I was making the sandwich.
Courtlin was almost late getting on the air because she was eating a
brain came out. It was like 20 seconds. I'm like, I'm coming.
Hang on, I'm cramming cream cheese in my mouth.
Okay, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, this isn't the worst thing. You remember those taste bud trivia days when we ate God knows what?
And that's why I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. It's like we're bringing back taste bud trivia.
Yeah, this isn't something I'm going to adopt, but it's not the worst thing I've ever had. I'm just not a huge green olive fan.
I also don't know if I put enough green olives on your sandwich. I just didn't have a lot of time.
There were enough.
The pictures really show them like loaded up with olives.
Okay.
So.
If you're a fan of this sandwich, let us know this morning.
Or you eat some other sort of weird 3-ingredient sandwich.
Yeah, something maybe you grew up eating at your grandparents' house back in the day.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Let us know. Maybe we'll schedule another taste test on the air with your recipe.
Give us like a week in between.
It's Brady and Courtlin on 98.1 K-Hawk. Peter Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. 5'9" from Tyler Hubbard. It's Brady and Courtlin on a Wednesday morning. And Sloppy Joe giving away a chance for you to win a whole lot of money and other great prizes with the Iowa Lottery and their Cyclone Scratch Ticket game.
Yeah, here's the deal. The Iowa Lottery's back on my good side because I won my money back on a scratch off that I bought yesterday when I was at the grocery store. So I feel like your odds of winning, my heart says that you're going to have good luck.
Well, here's the deal. Now, I don't know how many scratchies you buy at a time, but
usually 1 to 2.
Yeah. Sloppy Joe giving you a chance to win 12 of these Iowa Lottery scratch tickets.
I think you're all right.
Every weekday afternoon at 4:40. The grand prize, $50,000. And you could also win Cyclone game day experiences, including that trip to Ireland next season to see the Iowa State football team kick off the college football season.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
That would be amazing. So with $50,000, win again this afternoon at 4:40 with the Iowa Lottery and 98.1 K-Hawk. Country 98.1 K-Hawk. That's Carrie Underwood. It's Brady and Courtlin on a Wednesday morning. Time to give away some more tickets to see Jeff Dunham. Jeff is going to be back at the Alliant Energy Powerhouse Arena coming up on April 11th. And we're giving away tickets to the first 5 rows all week long.
We sure are. We're playing 2 truths and a lie, so we're learning a lot about Jeff Dunham, and the learning has only just begun.
Yep, we're up to 3rd row tickets today, if you can figure out the lie. So here are your 3 facts about Jeff this morning.
Number 1, Jeff used to pose with his dummies for yearbook photos.
Okay.
Number 2, he was voted most likely to succeed in high school. Or number 3, he attended Baylor University to get a degree in business.
Okay, so one of those is actually a lie. One more time.
Number 1, Jeff used to pose with his dummies for yearbook photos. Number 2, he was voted most likely to succeed in high school. Or number 3, Jeff attended Baylor University to get a degree in business.
If you can tell us the lie, you will have tickets in the 3rd row to see Jeff Dunham in Cedar Rapids. 365-3698. Or hit the call us button using your 98.1 K-Hawk app. Good luck. 2 truths and a lie on 98.1 K-Hawk.
It's Brady Courtlin.
Playing 2 truths and a lie for Jeff Dunham. Tickets in the 3rd row.
K-Hawk, good morning. You are caller number 10. Who's this and where are you calling from?
Denise, Cedar Rapids.
Hey, good morning, Denise. Here are your 3 facts again.
Number 1, Jeff used to pose with his dummies for yearbook photos. Number 2, he was voted most likely to succeed in high school. Or number 3, Jeff attended Baylor University to get a degree in business.
Which is the lie?
Oh, gee, I've seen the picture with his family with the puppets, but let me go with number 2.
No.
He was actually voted most likely to succeed, and they were correct.
Oh.
Sorry.
K-Hawk, good morning. Welcome to 2 Truths and a Lie. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Chad.
All right, Chad, here are your 3 facts again.
Number 1, Jeff used to pose with his dummies for yearbook photos. Number 2, he was voted most likely to succeed in high school. Or number 3, he attended Baylor University to get a degree in business.
Any idea what the lie is?
I believe it's the Baylor University one.
It
I
is.
think he got it in a different field.
Yes,
yeah.
He did go to Baylor, but he actually got a degree in communications.
Look at that. He can communicate without opening his mouth.
No.
Hey, congratulations. You're in the third row for Jeff Dunham.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Dick graduated from college with a degree in communications.
Yes, and he used to pose with his dummies for yearbook photos because he used them as professional headshots. He didn't have money to go out and get headshots done, so he just used yearbook pictures.
I bet all the girls talked to Jeff Dunham in high school, posing with his ventriloquist dummies.
So when I was reading more about him, there was a story about how he did a talent show when he was in school, and some of the students started heckling him, and he ended up winning the crowd over.
That's awesome.
And so it sounds to me like people actually...
Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. When the sun goes down, Kenny Chesney, it's Brain and Courtlin on a Wednesday morning. Today, October 2nd, 2024, is Holly and I's 25th wedding anniversary. 25 years ago today. Said I do. Hard to believe.
Do you remember all the details of the day, or did it just fly right by?
Portions of it did. I don't remember the reception. I remember specific
Well, we know
details.
why you don't remember the reception.
No, I wasn't drinking that heavily at the reception.
Oh,
For crying out loud.
Come on.
No, I really wasn't. I don't
believe you.
I wasn't? No. I remember how Holly looked in her dress, which was, amazing.
Did you cry when you saw her the first time?
I don't remember if I did or not. I don't know. I just think the whole day to me,
if I don't look so beautiful on my wedding day that my groom cries, I'm not getting married.
You're really if he doesn't shed a tear, you're like, open the door.
Clearly, I don't look good enough for you to cry.
Oh my God! See, you're putting so much pressure on a man to start the marriage.
Listen, I don't even date, so it's not like it's going to happen.
So I remember how she looked in her dress. I remember that it was a really crisp, cool, sunny fall day. The Hawkeyes had an away game, which I think is why people came to our wedding. Seriously, you don't know how true that statement is.
It's so weird.
In Iowa, it's just different like that. I remember we went and had pictures taken at a park, and the leaves were just a perfect fall color. They were turning already, the 2nd of October.
Did you have an indoor or an outdoor reception?
We had an indoor reception, and at the time, you got to remember, this is 25 years ago, we had our reception and I don't even know who owns this hotel now. It's the one off of 33rd Avenue, off of the interstate there.
Okay.
It used to
was it the Clarion?
Yeah, it used to be the Clarion. And so that was one of the places in town to have your wedding reception. So we had a huge reception in one of the big reception halls there. I remember friends and family coming. I remember vaguely the dollar dances and our first dance, obviously.
I feel like dollar dances is a really poor name for an event at a wedding reception.
Yes. Yes, it is. So, but, 25 years, a lot changes when you're that newlywed couple and, everything is fresh and new and we're
so in love
and this will never change. And it does. Everything changes as you grow older with each other, as you move into different phases of your life. You become homeowners, you become parents, you get a cat, you get a dog. All of these things, they don't completely change you. But you're not the same people you were when you got married.
What would you say is the thing that changed you the most?
I mean, parenthood changes you.
Yeah.
It completely changes you. It changes your outlook on life.
Well, it also changes your focus, right? It's not just the two of you anymore. It's the three and then the four and then the five of you.
Oh, my God, yeah.
It's interesting. I was watching a clip from a podcast a few weeks ago, and somebody asked a guy what he didn't realize changed the most after he had kids. And what he said was, I miss my partner.
Yeah.
I miss the people that we were and the time we were able to spend together before we had children.
And then this weird thing happens. Your kids grow up and they become more independent. And all of a sudden,
it's you and them again.
Yeah, you're back together. You're like, oh, hey, here's this person that I remember meeting and falling in love with all these years ago. And are we the same people? Yeah, we kind of are, but we're also different.
Well, you're people. You grow and you change over time.
So, yeah, it's stunning to think. It's so strange because part of it seems like, God, it does feel like 25 years. And then some days I look at my wife and it's the same feeling I get looking at her that I did when she walked into photography class in college.
And you lied to her about having an inappropriate tattoo.
That is correct. I said to myself, what could I possibly tell this classy chick that's going to impress her? And I told her that I had an inappropriately placed tattoo. And that reeled her in.
This really says a lot about you as a person.
It does. It really should.
What if you had to offer one piece of advice to newlyweds? Like something that's not maybe super cliche.
So I will tell you one cliched thing that is absolutely 100% a rule that Holly and I have tried to live by. And it's never, have you ever heard this phrase, never go to bed angry?
Yeah.
And it's so true. It is so true. No matter what you have going on, how serious or trivial the argument is, try and have some sort of resolution where you can go to bed and not hate each other. It's so important.
I've actually learned something from your marriage as well.
Okay. All right. I can't wait to hear this.
And it's never have relations on the couch in your living room while your kids are home.
What? That's it? That's the lesson?
That's the story that sticks with me from your marriage.
That is not what I thought would be brought up today on the show.
Mom?
All right, okay. This is not the anniversary
How
throw.
old was he?
Old enough to not understand what was happening. I think we can safely assume that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Holly, happy anniversary. Clear off the couch. Dad's coming home early. Brayden Courtlin at K-Hawk. What? You look like you love me. Ella Langley with Riley Green. Brayden Courtlin with you on a Wednesday morning. And that means it's time for another entertaining round of Courtlin's Secret Sound.
Oh, is entertaining the word we're using now?
It is today. We'll see how accurate I am. Courtlin, notoriously not great at sound effects. I'm not honestly great at guessing them, but you folks on the K-Hawk app are brilliant and continue to amaze us.
What did we do last week? Was it bat?
Yes, it was. It was a bat last week.
You didn't get it, but the listener did.
You kept doing it, and I'm like, if that's not a dolphin, then I don't know what it is. But it was a bat. So, once again, get your app out. Get ready to go.
I think, so today's it's going to sound generic, but it's very specific.
That's what I love to hear going in.
So I'll try to guide you after I do the sound effect.
All right, here is this week's Courtlin's Secret Sound. Okay, no, that actually sounds very specific.
It's not a snake.
Not even a sneaky little snake.
Not even a nope rope.
Okay. Okay, one more time. I mean, it kind of sounds like the air coming out of a balloon.
Okay, no.
Okay, so it's not that.
I thought it sounded really good.
Honestly, it's one of the most better sound effects that you make. Is it helping? Mark from Springville says, is it blowing up a balloon?
No.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with air going in or out of things.
Which is weird because it sounds like air going in or out of something.
But you know what? Sometimes things sound the same.
That's the perfect explanation for this game. Oh, you don't have the answer? Well, here's why. Because sometimes things sound the same. So does it involve air at all?
No.
No, it doesn't involve air at all.
No.
Let's see. We have a couple of guesses. Tyler from Cedar Rapids is a car wash sprayer.
Nope.
A running shower.
No.
So it doesn't involve water at all?
No water.
Why would it? Because sometimes things don't sound the same.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm real sick of your judgment. We're going to stop playing this game.
I'm going to judge you if the sound you make isn't what it sounds like it is. Does that make any sense?
No.
Okay, good. Because neither does your sound.
I think it makes plenty of sense.
I probably will when I find out.
Close your eyes and think about it.
Okay.
I'm going to do it again.
Okay, one more time. Is it a sizzling steak?
Okay, sizzling is the right word.
Okay.
But we're going to be more specific here.
Okay, so I got the wrong cut of meat?
Well, I mean, it could contain this.
Okay, so it's a sizzling. Is it fajitas?
Yes!
Yes! Yes! I am not as bad as it sounds.
Thinking about, I was eating my leftovers from listener lunch yesterday.
Yes.
And one of the things that many of us looked at on the menu was the fajitas. And when you bring out the fajitas, they're like,
Yes, they are.
See, I told you.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes things sound the same.
You're right. I'll never hear and look at fajitas without going, is somebody's tire losing air? Wow, that was very much like sizzling meat. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
So much.
And you tied it into listener lunch.
I did.
By the way, we'll give away our first $50 gift card to Mas Margaritas next hour.
Oh my gosh, imagine all the food you could get. With
That is
$50.
correct, including fajitas.
My fajitas, as Ross Geller would say.
It's very true. We're going to hear that all month, by the way. It's Brandon Courtlin at K-Hawk.
It's time for the latest in country music news. Country Quickies with Brain and Courtland from 98.1 K-Hawk.
Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremonies are coming up later this month, Saturday, October 19th, and there are some country stars who will also be participating. No country inductees this year, although, as we've seen in previous years, artists like Dolly Parton and Willie Nelson, also now members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This year's performers will include, guy we just got done playing there, Jelly Roll, also Keith Urban, Kenny Chesney, and Mac McAnally will take the stage. Excuse me. So Chesney and Mac McAnally will team up to pay tribute to Jimmy Buffett, who will receive the Musical Excellence Award. And Keith Urban will play in honor of Peter Frampton, who's going into the Rock and Roll Hall. Once again, the ceremony Saturday, October 19th for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
So Kane Brown took to TikTok to tease a new song that is all about his daughters, presumably titled Backseat Driver. The song is pretty emotional. If you have kids, you know it describes the mundane and repetitive questions that little kids ask their parents. But it's so much deeper than that. So here is what that one sounds like.
Squirrels have houses in the trees. Why would God put a stinger on a honeybee? It's crazy all the things she sees on the side of the road. At that window beside her. I wish I could be more like her. My little dangling feet, pretty in pink, backseat driver.
I'm tearing up just hearing that.
That's a great song.
By the way, the video that he included to share the song teaser features snippets of his daughters and them in the studio with him, although we don't know when the song is going to be released yet.
So Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman's daughter, Sunday Rose, making a name for herself in the world of fashion. The 16-year-old made her first strut down the runway October 1st as part of the Spring-Summer 2025 Paris Fashion Week show. She wore a sleeveless white dress with knee-high socks and open-toed shoes in case you want to duplicate the look yourself this fall.
I love hearing you describe women's fashion.
Her makeup and hair were kept simple and understated. Listen, your mom's Nicole Kidman, your dad's Keith Urban. You look good, all dressed up. So Sunday Rose has been interested in fashion for a while, and this was her runway debut. You can see some highlights up on the K-Hawk app.
And finally, last year, Dolly Parton released her New York Times bestselling picture book, Billy the Kid Makes It Big. If you don't know, Billy the Kid is Dolly's god dog, who is a French bulldog. And yesterday, the sequel was released. It's called Billy the Kid Comes Home for Christmas, and it's inspired by her song Coming Home for Christmas. Here's the synopsis. Are you ready?
Okay.
The story follows Billy the Kid, a French bulldog who has everything he could ever want. A place in Nashville, a great band, and even a cross-country tour. But when Billy's band is scheduled to perform at Barkefeller Center on Christmas Day, he must decide what matters to him most, fame or family. The book is available for purchase now, or you can hear Dolly read it to you instead because it is available as an audiobook.
The part I love most is that
Barkefeller Center.
Billy the Kid's makeup was simple and understated.
He wore a white dress with knee-high socks.
Oh, man. Those are your quickies this morning. It's Brain and Courtland on 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Miles on it from Kane Brown and Marshmallow. It's Brain and Courtland. I know it got cold last night because the heat in this building kicked on.
I know, it feels nice.
It is pumping out some heat in the K-Hawk studio, just like we were feeling the heat at Mas Margaritas for listener lunch yesterday.
Yeah, I may have eaten too much yesterday.
Courtland, here's your problem. You were a self-fulfilling prophecy yesterday. You said, and I quote, "I don't stop eating chips and queso when I'm full. I just don't stop."
There's no full line.
There's no turn-off switch.
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know how else to describe it, but I ate so many chips and queso that by the time my meal came out yesterday, which was a steak quesadilla, I felt like I was going to die. And then when I got home, I was so physically full that I couldn't sit comfortably on my couch.
Courtlin told me at one point this morning she couldn't move into certain positions
Because it hurt my ribs.
Because the food wouldn't let her. The food wouldn't let her.
So I hopefully will not make the same mistake next
Listen,
week. Actually, I won't be here for lunch next week, so it doesn't matter.
Won't. So, listen, we go into these restaurants, I think especially week one, and oftentimes our eyes are indeed bigger than our stomach.
We get too excited, you know?
Because it's all the stuff we love. And, of course, we had queso, we had salsa, we had guac yesterday at the table. And I ordered listen, they've got a number of different burritos there. But I'm like, how grande is your grande burrito?
It was real grande.
Turns out, it was the grandest one I've ever seen.
It was massive. The photos don't even do it justice.
I ate a third of it. I took the rest home and still had to split it with other family members at dinner last night.
That's pretty impressive.
Huge. And, of course, the food and service was fantastic yesterday as we kicked off lunch in the month of October. A big thank you to our winners yesterday, Stephanie and all of her coworkers with ESP in Cedar Rapids, enjoying the fine food as well. So here's the thing. We still have 4 Tuesdays left this month. It's a 5-Tuesday month, October is. So you've still got plenty of time to get entered for listener lunch on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. We might choose you, and you'll head with us to Mas Margaritas for listener lunch next Tuesday.
Hopefully you'll have a little more self-control.
I mean, if you don't, that's fine. We're not going to judge. However, right now, we're going to give away a $50 gift card to caller 10 at 365-3698 or hit the call us button using your K-Hawk app. You can go to Mas Margaritas anytime you want to with your $50 gift card. And unlike listener lunch, you can buy a margarita.
Yes, you can.
Good luck. Caller 10's the winner right now with 98.1 K-Hawk.
Hey, Hawk, good morning. You are caller number 10.
Oh, heck yeah. My wife's going to love this.
That's right. What's your name? All right, you're going to Mas Margaritas in Cedar Rapids to enjoy some of the great food there. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Nice job, Derek, getting that $50 gift card to Mas Margaritas. And once again, we're there for 4 more Tuesdays in October. So if you want to go have some free lunch with us, get signed up, won't you, on the K-Hawk app?
Please.
Hey, speaking of food, coming up next, 2 Eastern Iowa restaurants. Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Cowgirls from Morgan Wallen and Ernest. I apologize to all you cowgirls and beef lovers out there. But we're going to turn things over to pork right now. And the Iowa pork producers have revealed the finalists for this year's Best Breaded Pork Tenderloin competition. And I think if you're a restaurant in Iowa, this is always definitely an honor to be nominated and mentioned, right?
And you hear from all these restaurants, too, just how many people will travel to try their tenderloins after they're announced as the winner. And so we were really excited when we saw that the top 5 were released yesterday and that 2 out of the top 5 are in Monticello.
How crazy is that?
I know, and they both are newer restaurants that opened in 2023.
Yeah, so they must be doing something right. So the 2 restaurants in Monticello that are represented are the Blind Pig,
which also has a Cedar Rapids location.
Very true. And the Market at the Tap in Monticello.
I have not been to the Market at the Tap, but I've heard amazing things about it, and their tenderloin looks fantastic.
Yes. So those are the 2 local nominees. Now, we were talking about the whole nominating process, and you said that there are different regions, right?
Yes. So basically, they take nominations, right? They had 532 nominated restaurants this year.
Okay.
And so they take those nominated restaurants and they break them into different regions, and they pick, I think, 8 winners from each of the regions that they select. So they basically narrow it down to 40 restaurants. So they've got 40 restaurants total. Then they have these panel of judges who goes out all summer long and tries these different tenderloins, and they narrow it down to 5.
And that's where we're at now.
That is where we are, yes.
Okay, so congratulations to Blind Pig and the Market at the Tap for being among those finalists. We won't have to wait a long time to find out the winner because that'll be coming later this month, late October, according to the Iowa pork producers. So
yes, and if you're wondering, Bronson Bar, Dairy Sweet, and Ruby's Pub and Grill are the other finalists. They're all over in central and western Iowa.
Okay.
So I've never been to any of those places.
I haven't either. If you want to check out, we do have photos of all 5 finalists for this year's best breaded pork tenderloin.
They look good, man.
And, and you can't go wrong with a tenderloin. I know there's still some people in Iowa that haven't tried them yet, but to those people I say, get on board. And, there's big ones. There's ones that are a little smaller, but
they're thicker.
They're thick. Yeah, there's some with cheese, some without. Man, I'm down to try all of those. And we won't have to go far because we can just go to Jones County and try some of them right now.
You could just knock them all out in one day if you want to.
If you want to see all the tenderloins, especially the 2 from Jones County, make plans to head out to Monticello and try them. All that info up on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. Cedar Rapids, #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. That's new from Parmalee. It's called Gonna Love You. It's Brandon Courtlin, and we bet you would love another cash cow code about right now. Get the K-Hawk app out and ready to roll because here we go. And the code to enter this hour is 253.
253.
Type it in. Enter it. Could be the code that wins you $30,000. Good luck. We've got codes every hour at 20 after the hour through 5 p.m. this evening. So earlier on the show, 6 o'clock hour this morning, actually, Courtlin and I got to taste a sandwich that has been trending on TikTok right now. Kind of an old school food combination.
Yeah, I found an article about it, and I decided that I would surprise Brain by making the sandwich for us this morning.
What a surprise.
It was white bread with cream cheese and chopped up green olives.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
We didn't enjoy it.
We did not enjoy it. I believe we both took one bite and then threw the rest in the trash. But if you're somebody who really likes the saltiness of green olives, then you'll probably like the sandwich. My mom said she would probably enjoy it.
Yeah. So we put the call out and we are continuing to ask for your suggestions. What is a sandwich combination that you remember eating growing up? Maybe it is something you had over at Grandma and Grandpa's house, something that they remember from when they were younger. That's how some of these get passed down.
Or it's just a sandwich that you enjoy now as an adult that's a little bit unusual. It's not a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's not a ham and cheese. It's got some weirder, more interesting ingredients.
This is a judgment-free zone, people. We're here.
Okay.
I
wouldn't go that far.
All right. When we turn the mics off, we might judge a little bit.
We might judge you a little bit, but
okay.
not to your face. It's fine.
Okay, Rena on Facebook said, how about a peanut butter Miracle Whip and lettuce sandwich?
Oh, no.
I don't know, Rena. I don't know if I would do that one.
No.
I like all of those ingredients. I just don't like them at the same time.
I don't like that. Connie said, what about this? She said, I remember my dad eating radish sandwiches in the summer. I think it was just bread, butter, and sliced radishes with some salt.
I've heard of that before. I've heard of people eating radish sandwiches before.
I guess I get it because of the crispiness of the fresh radishes, but it doesn't sound like something I'd enjoy.
Yeah.
What about this one? Jen said, my dad used to enjoy sandwiches made up of cottage bread, Miracle Whip, and Granny Smith apple slices with salt.
Interesting.
I don't think I want that one either.
I mean, there's these salads that you can make that have apples chopped up in them.
I don't like that. No.
I don't like those, but is that what that tasted like, I wonder?
Probably.
Maybe a little bit. Nina says we used to make sandwiches with leftover mashed potatoes.
Oh, I would eat that in a heartbeat.
Hello, I'd like a mashed potato sandwich, please.
Yeah, it's like when you have Thanksgiving. It's like, you take the leftovers and you put it all in a sandwich.
She also said we used to make spaghetti sandwiches. Why not? On iCarly, they used to make spaghetti tacos.
They did.
Yeah.
So, I guess if you just put some noodles on the bread, maybe some butter on there, and then sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top.
Yeah, why not? Pam says peanut butter and marshmallow fluff.
She said it kind of tastes like a salted nut roll.
We had another person earlier this morning talk about peanut butter and pickle sandwiches, and you were saying that we tried that, I think, on an old episode of Taste Bud Trivia. And I think we both remember kind of not being
I didn't hate it.
Offended by that.
It's because I like pickles, though.
And I like peanut butter. Put them together.
It's not something that I've gone on to eat in my personal life.
No.
But
No. Hey, keep the sandwich suggestions coming. You can reach out on Facebook, or remember, you can always message us on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. Cedar Rapids, #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. This is My Dirt. It's Justin Moore. Brandon Courtlin wrapping it up here on a Wednesday.
Well, this is it for you.
This is it. This is the end of my work week. I've got tomorrow and Friday off. You, though, have the weekend, and then Monday and Tuesday of next week off. So
yeah, you actually just get to enjoy some time at home. I have to drive back to Michigan for a wedding.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah, so I'm going to get in Friday. I got to leave after the show and drive right to the hotel in downtown Detroit. And then there's like a welcome party at the hotel because a lot of the people coming in work in radio stations across the country. So it's going to be like a radio meet and greet. And then the wedding is on Saturday night. And then there's an emo night after party across the street from the wedding after it's over.
I can't imagine you're going to get much rest.
No. And then, are you ready for this? Sunday morning, I have a 1-year-old's birthday party.
What is happening?
I know. It's going to be awful.
At some point in time on Saturday night, are you going to type to someone on your phone, is attendance required on Sunday?
It just so happens that I happen to be here for the first birthday of one of my best friend's children.
Yeah,
so I can't not go.
Yeah.
But I hope there's like mimosas or something.
Yeah, hair of the dog at that point.
Oh, God. What are you doing the rest of the weekend?
So obviously today, my 25th wedding anniversary. Holly has said that she has something planned for this afternoon for us. I said, is it a nap? Because I've been at work for a while.
Well, yeah, now I'm curious.
I am too. So hopefully it'll be fine. She goes, I have the kids taken care of. And I'm like, oh.
Aren't they at school?
Oh, well, as far as like picking them up and everything afterwards. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Otherwise, we're just hanging out at home. I'm playing golf with some friends on Friday out at Hunters Ridge in Marion. And I'll be able to use the gift that your mom gave me this morning.
Oh, yeah. I should really post that picture.
Yes, please do. Put that up on socials here. Courtlin's mom got me some golf balls. And on these golf balls, it says Ryan's 50-year-old balls. So I'll use them to golf on Friday. Huh? What an appropriate gift. I mean, she nailed it. That's great.
All right.
Courtlin back tomorrow morning, bright and early at 5 a.m. Dad joke to get us out on a Wednesday.
All right, Brain. What's the best band to listen to in the autumn?
Is it Smashing Pumpkins?
No.
Oh, that was an okay guess, wasn't it?
It's the Spice Girls.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh.
Another 90s band.
Why don't you go ahead and tell me what you want, what you really, really want?
I want to take a nap.
Okay. Me too. Hey, back tomorrow bright and early at 5 a.m. Until then, have a great day. So long.